Now y'all can hear me. What's going on? I had a little bit of technical difficulties today. What's good, guys? Y'all see what the topic is? It says modern women are falling apart. Yes, they are. What did y'all take on that? You seen all these debates against the feminists and the conservatives. I want to know what y'all think about it. I personally, like y'all know, I'm always gonna say this, and some people don't like me saying this. I always gonna say feminist movement messes up. It's still messing us up. And people want to call it freedom. What are we getting freed of? I mean, can somebody please explain to me what are we getting freed of? Like for real. Because these clips right here, like, no.
I have an excuse. It's war, bitch. I'll have someone cut each of your effing little fingers off one by one. According to TMZ Sports, NBA's Dylan Brooks files for restraining order against his ex. Here goes a picture of him. All right.
This was like one of the most craziest stories I've heard. As you can see, the NBA star, he had to file a restraining order against this woman. This woman, and this is what I be talking about. He got 2 kids with this woman. 2 kids. I want to say one is 2, the other one is 5. I mean, just think about this. You got to be bothered with this woman for at least another 17 years. At least another 17 years. If they that young. And you telling me, and I'm pretty sure she showed signs of her being crazy. She didn't just come out crazy like this.
Now, the internet is currently ablaze for a couple of things. Not only the things that she has demonstrated to the NBA star that is violent, okay? And he has some evidence of that, which is leading to the restraining order. But then also, there are a bunch of black women on social media that are utilizing this as ammunition as to say, well, told you so. That's what you get for pinking a snow bunny. Pink toe. You should have picked a queen. So we'll go through that content as well. Nevertheless, let's go through what is being reported. So Dylan Brooks.
You know what cracks me about this? Not that the situation is funny at all, because nothing's funny about that. But when a black man is dealing with a white woman, and for some reason, all the black women want to come and jump down the throats of the black man when he's having a problem with the white woman. I mean, women can be crazy. It don't matter what color you are. So I don't know why black women stop doing that. That's not a win for anybody.
Split with the mother of his children. And it's gotten even nastier. TMZ Sports has learned that the NBA star is now asking for a restraining order against his crazy-ass ex. Brooks filed for TRO in Los Angeles on Wednesday, alleging Heather Andrews, who he shares a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old with, has destroyed his belongings, hacked into his social media accounts, and even threatened to cut off his fingers. That's not funny. Stop laughing. Crazy. There goes the milk of magnesia right there. Hello. Let's keep going. Brooks said in a request that he met Andrews back in 2018 at a Las Vegas nightclub and started dating her a short time after. He said that within months, she got pregnant with their first child. And around that time, he claimed her harassment of him began. An NBA star getting a woman pregnant a couple of months after meeting her in a Vegas nightclub is about as bad of a mistake that you can ever make with all that damn money. Let's keep going. Brooks said she would send him emotionally abusive messages regularly and often shared screen grabs of their private conversation with gossip websites to make him look bad. Years later, after Andrews became pregnant with their second baby, Brooks alleged she started becoming increasingly more aggressive and threatening. He says that her texts reference various different ways that she was going to hurt me personally, professionally, or both, Brooks wrote. Now, we're going to get into some of the text messages.
Text messages was crazy, guys. And I'm going to tell you right now, just because y'all are men, start filing against these women. Quit letting them file against y'all, because they'll file against y'all on a bad conversation. Start taking them to court.
Right here. I'm going to have to hurt you, she says. whack. Can't ask about your kid. Oh, this chick nuts. Or the one in my stomach. Wow. She was pregnant, threatening the man. I'm going to pull up on you. Oh, she's a ebonics technician, apparently. I'm pregnant. I have an excuse. LOL. I will pull up at the gym. I'm done effing around. It's war, bitch. Just wait. I'll have someone cut each of your effing little fingers off one by one. This is serious. I would take this abundantly serious, right? Crazy ass mother of 2 children. This ain't nothing to play about. This is serious. And he should be taking it serious. And I'm happy that he is. So.
Hold on. She an OnlyFans OF model? Are you serious? Come on, guys.
That you could never play basketball, LOL. And actually now I understand why people are racist. That's a low blow, white woman. All right? That's low. It's very low of you, you crazy. After you find the man of your dreams, or at least the bank account of your dreams, and laying down and receiving penetration for 2 babies worth, now you know why people are racist. Really? Do you know that your children are mixed now?
She don't care.
The mother's racist against their own children? It's a wild thought. B, you were over there. All right, let's continue. He said, one of her messages, I'll have someone cut each one of your effing little fingers off one by one so you can never play basketball again. And actually, now I understand why people are racist. And another, he said, Reed, I'ma have to hurt you. Andrews also allegedly threatened Brooks's mother. As the basketball player claimed, she wrote to him, I'll send someone after your mom too. Bit? Man, she's got a little potty mouth on her, huh? Additionally, Brooks claimed in 2022, while he was a member of the Grizzlies, Andrews vandalized his Memphis home by writing, you suck. Yo, her flagrancy with this B word is insane. Okay. 44. Was he number 44 when he was on the Grizzlies? Okay. In other words, on his outdoor fireplace mantle. Most recently, he claims he got unauthorized access to his Our Family Wizard account, a co-parenting app, and sent a criminal threat message to herself purporting to come from me. Brooks' filing comes less than 1 year after Andrews obtained her own temporary restraining order against the 29-year-old, alleging he harassed and threatened her. Let's keep it a stack. Oftentimes in these situations, they both crazy as hell. And there's toxic relationship back and forth, them talking ill of, restraining orders, protective orders. Then they have another baby. A year later, more restraining orders. Crazy ass shit like that. A judge is expected to hear arguments for both sides in LA late next month. While there's clearly a lot going on in his personal life, there's been significant developments in his professional one, as he was just traded last week to the Suns from the Rockets in a deal that involved Kevin Durant. Now, with restraining orders in place and him moving away due to being traded to another team, there is damn near little to no chance that he can be an active participator in his children's life, especially when you have a mother that is hell-bent on leveraging the children as pawns in your happiness. But stories like this just goes to show that no matter your race, creed, color, religion, your size, your background, if you carry a crazy gene, then you simply just have it. It's got nothing to do with white, nothing to do with black.
That's real.
I think the majority of the women are crazy as hell. That's why it is a godsend when you can find a woman that can control her crazy enough to grant you respect within your life.
Above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5 crazy, this is your wife zone. Okay? When you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy, above an 8 hot. That's your wife zone. Okay? Now, below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. Okay.
Now, let's get to some of the social media reactions.
Another episode of Black Women. This is not our fight. Do y'all want anything from the store?
And that's exactly
Pregnant.
what they do. I'm telling you, whenever any type of NBA player, NFL player, celebrity, when they get into it and the woman is not Black, they love to gloat. What is the gloating for? Like, seriously. Like, what you gloating for? For what? I mean, we still got a lot of things we gotta fix. So I don't know what the gloating is for. I honestly don't. Like this chick right here. Look at this.
You sleeping with? They can't be a friend?
I mean, they okay. You know, they already occupied. They are married and stuff like that, you know, so.
Hold on. Let's state the obvious real quick. What's going on once again about it? Why? Kendra can't just like where guess that? I'm curious. Like what is this? Like what is this? Like that's wild to me. Like what's going on for real?
Yeah.
Well, the reality of the escort ward, the men are married. Never thought about it that way.
Exactly. So I'm trying to get out that game and I want a nice friend, you know, and stuff like that.
So you want a man to date you while you're an escort?
I mean, I said if we like get there, I would stop.
Who's buying?
In the friend part, are you guys being intimate?
Oh, you saw me in a
The
No,
guys
because
looking for now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just searching for now. Yeah.
But you're saying friend, but you want this friendship to become something serious, right?
Yeah, you know, eventually, like, you know, we have to see where it's going. You know, I can't just say, oh, I'm going to be in a relationship with you. I have to learn you just as well as he have to learn me.
Well, let me ask you, have you ever had a boyfriend while you've been an escort?
I have, of course, I have 11 kids.
Are you being honest?
I'm being very honest with you. Yeah,
How many baby daddies do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so you couldn't be with any of those men?
No, because he's a mess. He was toxic, my first baby daddy.
How old are you?
You know what killed me right now is the words that we're using right now. First, it was everybody was both bipolar. Then everybody was a narcissist. Now everybody toxic. It's like, what is going on? Like, for real. And then when women have kids with men and they not with them no more, they always gonna be like, they was a mess. Was they a mess when you were with them? Like, I mean, that's a big decision when you have kids with somebody. I'm just saying.
Your kids?
My daughter is 14 years old with a 2-year-old. And
Your 14-year-old daughter has a 2-year-old daughter?
yeah, a 2-year-old son.
A 2-year-old son?
Yeah.
So your daughter got pregnant at 11?
Yeah, she got pregnant at 11 and had a baby at 12. Correct.
Did she get pregnant by a boy her age?
Yes.
Tish, here's the deal.
You heard her.
You're being authentic with me, right?
I'm being very authentic with you.
This is a lot, and you already know this space. So are you ready for the conversation that's going to be had around you?
Yeah, definitely.
How did you feel about your 11-year-old daughter getting pregnant?
I mean, I was extremely, you know, sad, and I brought it to social media, you know, on my other page. It happened at school, and we're doing like not me, but my baby daddy. We're doing the consequences, you know, like, you know, he's trying to sue the school because he felt like, you know, it's, you know, that shouldn't have happened or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm being very authentic with you.
No, I mean, I feel like there has to be some type of legal grounds against this.
Exactly, because I mean, you know, but my child, you know, at first she did not want the child, and I forced her to have it because I don't believe in, you know, aborting kids.
Ma'am, you don't believe in anything. If you got 11 kids, your beliefs really don't matter. Like at this point, it doesn't.
And yeah.
So how old are your kids? You have an 11-year-old daughter.
No, my
11
daughter's
kids.
14.
I'm sorry, 11 kids. 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to go?
All the ages.
Come on, let's talk about something else.
Okay, but this is. Are you familiar with my show?
Look, Kendra, I am not playing on your show. I'm just
No,
saying.
I said, are you familiar with my show? This is what I'm asking you are the normal questions I ask everyone. So
You know what? I didn't sing you. I'm not going to be honest with you. I didn't sing you, but I just never like really watch your show. I said she's a nice person, so you know, and a liar. Well, hey, as long as I know the truth. So, oh well, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I will say this. So these are the questions I ask everyone, right? And when you say the amount of kids, the next question is how old are they? So you said 14.
Steps.
Okay, you're gonna prolong the inevitable. We got to get all the ages.
Oh my gosh, you want all my kids' ages?
Yes.
Yes.
No, Kendra.
Well, we can end here if you want to.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay.
No, we can end the whole live. You have to. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you want to do, but this is.
Okay, well, we'll end
You know
it.
what's so crazy? I just had another woman who called me up and didn't want to tell me. She didn't want to tell me the amount of kids. So you told me the amount of kids.
Oh, I told you my amount of kids.
Right. So now you got to tell the ages, honey.
I mean, you want me to put? You say I'm lying? Okay, well.
I didn't say you were lying.
No, I'm talking about the comments. They say if I'm lying, I'm lying.
Tish, you're deflecting. You're deflecting. I know I'm a professional journalist. I know when a question is not being answered. So we don't move past this question. So how old are your 11 kids?
They start steps. 14.
Okay, Tish, we can disconnect if you desire. It's your choice, but I have to get all the ages.
Why is it so hard for her to just answer? Like, if you really got 11 kids, why can't you answer the question?
And I don't want to waste 10 minutes on a question you could just answer very easily.
I just told you start steps.
I don't know. You have to tell me the exact ages.
She's aggressive.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I have a 1-year-old.
So the 1-year-old, and this is by 2 men.
Yes.
Have you ever been married?
No.
And why are you not with the 1-year-old dad again?
What you talking about, the one with the 10 kids?
Oh, you have 10 kids by one and then 1 kid by one other person?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, why are you not with the man you have 10 kids with?
Because he is off the chain. I mean, and I don't want that. He put like this. I mean, he made pretty good money and stuff like that. And I actually stayed in one of his houses. But, it's like he the type, he likes to control people, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like he have a whole woman that he stays with. And
the man that has 10 kids, the one you have 10 kids by?
Yeah, I call her to help, you know what I'm saying? Because he just using her to keep my kids.
So Tish, listen, when I say here, it's my first time ever meeting you. To be assured you're not trying to just troll me right now. Like,
no, I'm being so honest with you. Now this time I am being so honest with you. I'm trying to pour my heart out to you.
Skinny, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about lottery numbers. I promise you I was.
Okay.
And if you don't believe me, I mean, you can go read my story if you don't believe me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
He the type like this, like he'll kind of see, he the type, my kids stay with him. And so, a lot of females are like, why you don't have your baby? Why you don't have your kids and this and that? Because, at this point, I stay in his place, one of his places. And so, a lot of people always, get to the point and like,
is that a blanket over top of her window or a towel?
Do you have men coming over? No, I respect him. I don't have men coming over. I go to, like the hotels and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? And I also practice safe sex. I use rubbers. So, but this time the rubber had slipped out and I got pregnant by one of my escorts. And I thought it was by him. We did the blood test. And, he got to the point, he got very upset in his feelings. And he started trying to, so he don't want my kids to be around my new baby. And he started making me pay rent.
Okay. So,
that's a lot.
You've never been married, right? You said?
That's a lot.
No.
All right. So Tish, Illinois, 35 is escort, mom to 11, kids by 2 men, 10 are by 1 man, and 1 is by an escort. Tish, what kind of man are you looking for?
I told you, I'm just looking for now a friend, and if things happen, it just happen. You follow me?
What are your deal breakers?
I don't like liars.
Okay.
I don't want nobody who into like drugs or nothing like that. That's a deal breaker. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't want my guy to do it either.
Should he look a certain way?
No, looks don't faze me, but he got to have coins.
How much money should he make? 6
figures or better or more.
So more than 6 figures is 7. So you're saying be a millionaire?
Really?
Yeah.
The child of 10's dad was wealthy.
Yes.
I'm assuming you get child support.
No. How do I get child support and my kids stay with him?
Oh, so all your kids live with him?
Yeah.
How much? Do any of them live? All you have is the 1-year-old?
Yeah, my 1-year-old girl. Yeah.
So is this a court appointed? Did the court appoint your children to live with him?
No, it wasn't like that. It's just like, the simple fact that, I stay up on his roof. So, what I'm saying? He felt like, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support, but that wasn't even the case, whatever, stuff like that. So he was like, well, you stay, once we had split up, we split up like around about 5 years ago. And so he got the, nice big house and stuff like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I stay here, with my baby. And so he had told me that if I, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support. So he had said, well, just give me my kids and stuff like that so I can take her out. And I said, okay. until I get to things get better. Whereas I can buy me a house.
Let's do the Kendra Cam, Tish. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Girl. Oh my gosh. See, look, I don't know about none of this, but girl, I
You don't have to
don't.
take your clothes off. You just have to stand up.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The point is, I only got on that, and
Well, do you want to go put something on?
yeah, I put some on. So you wouldn't wait that long for me to do that.
Well, it can't take forever.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what you want to do? Can I do it another time?
No, we'll have to end here.
Okay, we can just end it.
We'll be. I'll disconnect you. What you want to do, Tish?
Kendra, you sound like you're a very nice person, and I respect you, and I will be still watching your shows.
You know what I peep with her? Whenever she asks for something that she doesn't want to do, she'll be like, Kendra, you're such a nice person. I respect you. You're so nice. No, no, scammer, super scammer. And you see the attitude? Like she got mad attitude. And I actually went to her page and looked. She really does have that many kids. Like, how? Like, who is getting a person like this pregnant? And why? Like, I mean, the one that's there need to be saved, like in the movie Taken, fast, quick, in a hurry. Like somebody to come in CPS need to go over there and get that child, especially she's the girl. She gonna learn her ways. She's calling Illinois. I mean, she's not even pronouncing her words. I mean, think about this. This woman is in charge of 11 lives, like 11 different lives. 11. Like, just think about it. Yeah, you see how mad she got? It reminds me of remember when Kevin used to be like, what size are you? Whenever you look at a Kevin Samuels video and he'd be like, what size are you? They always be like, huh? For some reason, they all get deaf. They all get deaf when he asks what size you are. They some reason they can't hear no more. Like, even, and it's like this with Kendra. When she like, let's do the Kendra cam, they always go, ooh, Kendra. I didn't know you was on that. As if you don't watch her show. You gotta watch it to call in. You got to. Like, why do they do that? Like, why do they act like they don't know what's going on? And then they all be like, the men are a mess. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? like for real. Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. And then you sit there and you get mad. And like, you see how she was like, next question, let's go on. You cannot come on somebody's show and say that you got 11 kids and then be like, next question, let's push past that. Like, no, ma'am, nobody's gonna push past that. They're gonna want to know more about that. Like, come on now. And even Kevin be like, Kevin gonna say, hi, all that. He's doing all that. He's doing all of that. But I'm gonna tell y'all what's got me in a little rumble today is how that Jeff Bezos then got married, and all these women all over TikTok is over there. I mean, I don't know if they're doing it on IG, but they definitely all over TikTok talking about that they want to be able to. They like, look, he married a single woman. That's not the same thing. Do you know that woman he married? She already had like $30 million, if not more. If not more. Like, I'm just like, why do people compare themselves to celebrities? Like, I've literally heard women go, well, Janet Jackson did it. Like, Janet Jackson had a baby at 50, right? Janet Jackson, we don't know if she had it for real or not, but Janet Jackson is married to a billionaire. Janet Jackson had the baby at home. You are not Janet. You're not Janet. So, and most people always go to that when they want to prove their point. Like, I don't know, like, it's weird. Like, where is the argument at? Like, Skinny said Jeff Bezos got married to a Jezebel. She dated athletes. Oh yeah, she's definitely. I read her whole little bio. She definitely went down the line. She has a kid. She got a kid from an NFL athlete. Oh yeah. She got money from her other relationships too. Yes, she has. Yes, she did. I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? Like real talk. Like, where y'all going with this? All over social media.
Where are the good-looking men? Because I just got back from an event and I looked around and all the women, 10 on 10s. 10 on 10s, hair done, makeup done, outfits on point, 10 on 10s. And then I look around at the men and no effort. No effort. We're not asking for Liam Hemsworths, you know, like that would be nice to have, but we just want effort. We know you can put in an effort into a nice haircut or to a nice, well groomed beard or a nice shirt, a little light blazer. Like, effort, man. Come on. It's just so unfair because everywhere you look around, they're just such beautiful, amazing, well put together women. And us straight girlies also need something nice to look at, you know? It's not a lot to ask.
I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he
what kill me though is when all the women be like, where are the men at? Y'all don't want them. The ones that y'all see, y'all don't want. Like the ones y'all see, y'all don't even like. Y'all don't like the ones y'all see. Y'all don't want the man that got the job. Y'all don't want the man that is nice. Y'all don't want him. Y'all don't want him. And it's evident, like, pop the balloon. Man be 6'4", and I've heard a woman on there say one time, if you was a little bit taller, and when they ask how tall he is, he'd be like, I'm 6'4". Ma'am, you're 5'2" at best on a sunny day. like you know what I mean? Like, it's wow. Yeah, and it does. I promise you it does. It really does, like, all day long. And then I'm gonna go over this video real quick. When women are talking about the men aren't walking up to them, they're not seeing men, the men ain't saying nothing to them. I don't think people realize, and especially brown women. I can't speak for white women, but I know when I am out, like at an airport or something like that, the women who are not smiling a lot of times, I'm sorry, y'all, the brown women, they don't be smiling. Y'all look like y'all might have a shield and a sword on y'all side. Like, real talk. Just go out the door and just look at all the women, just look at their faces sometimes. A lot of the brown women, y'all mean mugging. Y'all are mean mugging. And I'm sorry, maybe your mama has never told you about you mean mugging, but y'all are mean mugging. Y'all are. They can't walk up to you. What they gonna walk up to say when you looking like that? You don't like when they say smile. So like, what's the next option?
he was not interested in me, and
Something nice to look at, you know? It's not a lot to ask.
I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women. Unless the host of the event is like a black person or a person of color.
You know why? Put that comment back up there. You know why the men say the same thing on Pop the Balloon when they're saying you're just not my type? It's because the world, the culture, they're going to pounce on his head if he says the stuff that he doesn't like about her. If he says he doesn't like her eyelashes, if he said he doesn't like her weave, and he's allowed to say that to me. Women say what they don't like. Why can't men say what they don't like? If men don't like something, why do we get so mad about when? That's why I'm Pop the Balloon. If you notice, they never call out what they don't like. They go, she's just not my type, or and then they'll say she's beautiful. Yeah, because they're not allowed to. I mean, they are, but they're not, and that's terrible. It's like we don't care what the men are thinking. That's not cool. Look at the women go off. That woman, that last live I did, when that man said he don't like short hair, that girl lost her breath talking to him about about how wrong it was. About how wrong it was for him to tell this woman. And that's the thing, we can't be real with nobody. Just like this video, these girls go down to Miami. They said they can't get in the club. I mean, yeah, you can get into Booker's Lounge in the in the city that you are from. But in society, we've made it seem like everybody's on the same level. Everybody's not on the same level. They're just not. They're not. I'm not on Karuchi Trans level. I'm not on Rihanna's level. There are levels, and in society, we telling these girls that there's not. I've seen all kind of videos where the men was on there talking about how they were suing the club, and I mean that's their right if they don't want to let them in there. I'm just saying. You said let's review when the woman went off on the on her hair choice. Hold up, I'm about to let me get that. Hold on. Let me play this and I go find that skinny. Like for real. Like, come on now. You're not getting up. Miami, people are spending money. They are letting certain girls in. I'm telling you, when I used to go out back in the day, there was times when my friends couldn't get in. I am not being funny on certain things. And think about it. That's the way they make their money. They make their money. Just because you get into the CC's bar and lounge in the city you from, it don't mean you getting in there. It just don't.
Yeah, y'all, I'm trying to figure out why I'm in the middle of Miami. Literally at what time?
It's 12:44.
At 12:44, we go to a club called Mona. Do you know this club told me I'm too dark and too thick? Didn't let her in because she's too thick. Dark?
Bitches have audacity.
What's really going on, Miami? All too dark to get in the club? Yeah, no. Somebody need to let me know what's going on in Miami. Seriously.
You might can get in somewhere where they sell chicken, right? You know, because they don't let anybody in. Wherever they sell chicken at, you gonna get in. You ain't some of those the clubs, okay? I done been in Miami before. Like those, not no joke. And you got women down. You gonna come on? They all look crazy. Look crazy. And the lady was like the audacity, like. I mean, it's like, and what is going on with the ladies' mouths these days? You know how hard it is for me to get a video and I have to go through there and cut out about 75, 85 cuss words. What is up with the, like, why are y'all cussing so much? What are y'all mad at? I'm just saying, like, what are you, and she was like, and dark. Like, like we understood when you said dark the first time. And I don't think it had anything to do with you being dark. I don't think it had anything to do with you being dark. I think it has everything with you being a bigger woman and you not being a certain aesthetic. I definitely think that. But and think about it though. But then if we say something like that, you know, then they'll be like, "Oh, you're so mean. You're so mean." But peep this out. Women, we don't have the same longevity as men. Reason why I got this picture up right here. Al Pacino, 82. He's expecting his fourth child. It's fourth child, okay? This just shows you what I am talking about. Okay? We got no babies at 70 and 82. And look at her. Look at her. She's a pretty woman. That's a pretty woman right there. Pretty woman. You not about to be 82 with this little, what's she, 29-year-old young lady, okay? Sugar baby, exactly, okay? Like, no, that's not how this is not working like this. So when women be talking about they want equality, they want to be treated the same. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. Like I said before, if it came down to us being in war, you're not going to go be like, let me go get my boots. You're not going to want to go. I don't see women talking about, but they talking about equality. I don't see y'all running to get the door. I don't see y'all breaking y'all's back to get the door for men. I don't even see them getting the door for even older men. Like, I don't. Speaking of it, some of y'all women don't even get the door for older women. Y'all don't. So it's wild to me. Y'all pick and choose what y'all feel like having equality on. Like y'all honestly do.
Paternity test.
Look, I gotta find out this podcaster's video. I just got this off of, but this man was talking nothing but facts. He was talking about how women want equality, and he was talking about how it's no, you don't. Y'all want equality to a certain extent. Because nobody cares about men out here. They don't. they don't. I'm talking about the culture don't. And that's wrong.
You don't care about paternity fraud. You don't care about male suicide rates. You
At
don't
all.
care about
Nope.
equalizing hard, laborious jobs outside. You don't want to equalize that. You don't care about what happens to people that are falsely accused, which is almost always exclusively men. You don't actually care about the declining school performance, the rise in ADHD diagnosis, and the psychiatric medication that comes from it. You don't care about the lack of homeless shelters for men. You don't care about the weaponization of the family court, the equal custodial rights, reproductive say for men, reduction in child support and alimony, pathologizing of
Oops.
just men and masculinity in general, negative attitudes towards even men that want a nuclear family. You don't think or care about any of these things. And I'm not even saying it's just the feminists that don't care about it.
Nobody
I'm
cares.
saying most people
Yep, he is.
who don't do what I do don't care about this at all.
Mm.
And you're creating, and we talked about this 80-20 rule. What's happening to the 80%? You don't care.
Not good.
And the beauty is if I just get the man I want, if I just get the partner I want, if I just I don't care about what's happening with men. Let's bring the attention back to women. That's what the detective did in that show.
Right.
And that is what society in Western cultures is unfortunately like. Most people only care about males or boys or men if they are their brother, their son, or their father, or their uncle, or their close friend.
That's
This
deep.
society, in the quest to be fair to women, to improve their rights, allowed the worst representatives to take it to its furthest extreme.
Right.
When we talk so much about misogyny, most women can't tell you what the term is for a strong distaste and hatred for men. What's the term? What's
Misandry.
the misandry? Being a misandrist. Most men's experiences that we keep labeling as incels, we keep labeling as misogynists, their experiences in coworker situations, in the schools, dating, on dating apps, is that a lot of women are either misandrous or they're so reductionistic of men that if you don't have the money, you have no say and you need to shut up. And even if you...
And you know what's wild? Now I'm seeing all these videos where the women are saying they're misandrous. It's like, and proud of it. And proud of it. You imagine men having podcasts and they came on and just said, I hate women. You know how much they would be bashed. Like, do you not understand? Y'all remember that video I played about the woman that was in, and she don't even like men. Most of them don't even like men when they be on there talking about that. You on there talking about how you cannot stand men. You don't even like them. That's like that one. That's like the one lady that's Priscilla, and you know she has the wig hooked onto the hat. She take it on and off sometimes. Like you don't even like men. Why are you even having a debate? I watched the video today. I don't know how old it was, but in her debate was she was saying how women don't even like masculine men; they like feminine. They like femininity. That don't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Like make it make sense. Don't make sense at all. And just to think of like oh yeah, and everybody they was praising her on TikTok. They was praising her, you know. I feel like she talks like what was that movie in South Central when he was like, if you steal a man's goods? She talks like that to me. She talks like with a preacher vibe. Like even if she's not really saying too much, she's talking like she's on a podium. Like it makes no sense to me. I seen the video she made in the same day, and I promise you, I'm no, I got the video. Where it looked like she just put on a hat and she took it off and then she didn't have no hair. Then like what in the something ain't right. Something is not right with that. So yeah. She definitely did. Candace definitely, she definitely did. Candace definitely cooked her. But they all mad at Candace right now. I don't know what Candace did, but Candace did something like and it was wild. I don't know if anybody watched the Jubilee, but everybody that won against Candace, it's like they really just tried to overtalk her. It was everybody trying to overtalk her. That's how it went down. Everybody just overtalked her. Like they was trying to. It's like why do you gotta do that? Why can't you just get out what you want to say without overtalking somebody? You don't know how to talk without overtalking people? Like make that make sense.
Are neglecting that, who are neglecting the pathway to, strive toward family because they think their career is going to hug them at night, or they think that when they're on their deathbed, their career is going to come up next.
Oh, sorry. So this was
you were so great to me.
This was Candace on that Jubilee, right? And when I tell you the arguments was so, it was like, what is the argument about? All she said was she feels that if a woman has a family, she's going to be more fulfilled, right? When I tell you that, oh yeah, Kim Sakura, yeah. When I tell you that I was just like, what is wrong with y'all? We see the women out here crying their eyes out right now because they don't have any substance. Everybody talking about they want to go get the bag. They got the bag. After you get the bag, then what? What happens after you get the bag? What happens after you become a boss chick? What happens? Most women, to me, a lot of women, when women make over like $100,000, they don't have any kids and they've been married. I find some of them to be some of the meanest women sometimes, and not all of them. But you can't tell them nothing. You really can't have a conversation with them. Like it's really hard talking to some women like that. It just is. I don't know why. So when I hear like, when women are like, well, everybody's not meant to have kids. You're right. Everybody's not meant to have kids. Everybody's not meant to have kids. But you're not going to tell me that you're going to go. I mean, what are you going, after you get all your money, what you going to do with it? What you going to do with it after that? After that, what you going to do?
I think that they've stepped into a delusion.
So why do you believe that?
It's not one or the other, but when you sit here and you go, you'll be more fulfilled doing this.
This one talked over her the whole time. I don't think I did. This was the video I did when I made my video, but she talked over her the whole time. Like it was ridiculous.
And spend all your time doing that. We would love for you to leave the public eye and go focus on what makes you fulfilled.
Okay. I am surrounded by 20 feminists. My first claim is that the sexual revolution has devalued women and made them infinitely less happy. Hi.
Hi.
I like your hat.
Whitney Shanahan.
Nice to meet you.
Fascinated by your claim that.
Which one is the OF model? He said a feminist want to be equal to men until we want them to join the labor's job. Oh yeah, exactly. They don't want to do construction. They don't want to do construction. They don't want to be out there doing some of the stuff. Oh, the one before her. Oh, that's where she's from. Okay, but that makes sense. She has the liner drawn away to her ears. So that makes sense.
Women have lost happiness because since 1950s, since the sexual revolution, women have gotten exponentially more freedom and more choice. Having the freedom.
Since the sexual revolution, women have turned into 304s even more. The outfits are crazy. Every time you turn on social, all that dancing. I seen a video today. I think Stacey Prince had it on one of his shorts. Girl dancing in the airport, and you can hear her mom like cheering her on. Like, really?
To choose what I do, to make my own destiny, makes me infinitely more happy than, say, back before the sexual revolution when I couldn't get a bank account, couldn't get a home loan, couldn't work outside the home, couldn't travel around without a man. So I feel that happiness, personally, my belief, is tied to our ability to have freedom. And I think that in the United States, protecting freedom and our individual freedoms is what's going to lead us to happiness.
Did you go to college?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Did you?
So yes, I did. So you have a degree.
Absolutely.
Now, when you went to college, did you go to college because it was simply something that you wanted to do? Or did you think that I have to go to college because in order to get a job, I have to have a college degree?
I went to college for art because I was fascinated with art.
Okay.
And you see what I'm saying? That's one of them jobs that get cut. Women, like what I say last week, women go to school because they go for what they want to go for, not what they got to go for art. What job are you going to get? Like, you went to school for art? I'm telling y'all, when y'all listen to a lot of girls, when they say they went to school, they go to school for the most craziest things. Like, for art, to do what, ma'am?
It's just answering my question. Did you go to college? Was that the only reason you went to college? Or did you think that I might want to do something in art, so I have to go to college, like for my career?
I went to school because I wanted to expand my horizons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's why most people go to university.
No,
Why
so
did
that's
you
actually,
go?
That's actually not
Why
true.
did
A lot
you
of
go?
I went, and I think a lot of people go because there's a pressure that if you don't go to college, you're going to be a failure.
It's a choice. Everything's a choice. So taking away choices doesn't make people happier. Taking away freedom doesn't make people happier.
I'm disagreeing with you on the idea that people are feeling more free by financial pressure. I think financial pressure makes people feel remarkably less free.
So you want no bank accounts again? Women not to have credit cards?
I'm not saying that women shouldn't have access to credit cards or bank accounts. You're putting words in my mouth, so why don't you respond to the words that I'm saying?
Well, less financial pressure. If I don't have a bank account, that's a lot less financial pressure, I guess, right?
Financial pressure in terms of most people that go to college, and I'm counting myself among them, it's because typically in order to get the job that you're being sold is going to make you infinitely happier and infinitely more free, it just requires a college degree. And most of these people, to be clear, have to put themselves, the majority of people have to put themselves into debt. And I don't think anybody would describe debt as a form of freedom, right? I don't think anybody would realistically say...
Let's get back to happiness. So we're here to talk about happiness and how the sexual revolution, and we're not talking about college debt.
I think it's important because we're talking about freedom. You just said that the reason why I feel happy is because I have more freedom. And I am saying that financial restraints and debt doesn't make people feel more free.
All this freedom. I mean, do they not know most women are drowning in debt? Most women, 15,000 women just got laid off. 15,000. So when they keep saying all this freedom, like seriously, what is that about? Yes, STEM is definitely a good degree. Most people in STEM, I don't know anybody got laid off in STEM, in that area of STEM. But all them soft skill jobs, most of the women, the jobs that the women, the careers that women are picking, a lot of them are getting hit. A lot of HR, they are getting hit right now. So when I hear women go, it's freedom. Even her saying that she went to school to brighten her horizons. That is your privilege, ma'am. People go to school because they got to. People go to school because they're trying to get somewhere. They got to pay for something, not to just go to brighten their horizons. Like seriously, like that's baby, look.
Hi. Currently, women make up about 47% of the workforce. If this were the case and that women were just inherently unhappy or unfulfilled working and would just prefer to be at home, why don't they?
Because we've made that due to prior feminist waves nearly impossible, because now, which I believe that the reason that the government wanted women to enter the workforce is because it gave them an opportunity to tax a household twice. And so this goes back to what I was saying, is that there's a lot of financial pressure that is being exerted on young women to enter the workforce, and they do so blindly under this illusion that somehow entering the workforce is going to make you more fulfilled, like getting yourself into 6 figures of debt, going to college to then take on a career and be in debt and having to pay student loans while you make $35K is going to make you happier. And I'm saying that isn't actually true.
Okay, so I hear that.
Yeah.
At the same time, would you not agree that that women can both have a career and have children? I mean, you are actively doing that right now.
And I want to be very clear, because I am actively doing it right now. I would be someone that you would call an exception because I get to work from home. I get to wake up in the morning. I don't have a boss, right? I don't have to go into the office from 9 to 5. I get to then therefore spend the entire morning with my children.
So you're an exception, and the 47% of women that make up our labor force are also an exception?
No, the exact opposite. So I'm trying to make it more realistic, because I think it's really bad form when people who are able to stay at home, right, and are able to start working at 1:00 p.m. as I do after being around their children. The children are running around
Like, you can't have it all. You can't have it all. And they would use somebody like Candace Owens and say, well, you got it. You did. How many people do they know that is doing what Candace Owens is doing as far as just even making money and having babies and different things like that at the same time and being married? Not a lot. But somebody really look at her and go, you know what? She did it. I can do it too. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
On all day will then preach to you that every woman can have this. That's not the reality. The reality is that the overwhelming majority of people are stuck behind a desk all day and they're not happy. They're not doing work that gratifies them at all. And at the same time, they're suspending.
Well, that's just what career you've chosen. But I think that the issue
most
with
people
your
work a 9 to 5. I think that's
okay, yes, but
right?
if it's the job that is making them unhappy, then maybe they should have chosen a different career path. And how can you say that you know exactly what every woman secretly wants? Are you asking them?
That wasn't my claim that I secretly know what every single woman wants. I'm saying that if you measure up at the end of your life, what brought you more fulfillment, your career or a children, raising children in your family, we will discover that, and there actually have been studies, people that have gone to people on their deathbeds, and the number one regret that people had was that they gave too much to their careers. And this includes men, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, of course, human relation is going to be valued over money and profit. And my question is, what does that even have to, like, what is the goal of that? Should every woman quit working and just have a child?
Well, I'm just trying to warn you that if you decide to suspend that pursuit of family because you think that you have to first climb the ladder, a lot of women make that mistake and they don't end up finding a partner.
But that's their right. It's free will.
You will definitely have a right to make a mistake.
You don't get to say what people should and shouldn't do.
I don't think my claim is this is what people should or should not do. I'm just simply stating that my claim is that you will be more fulfilled if you focus on trying to
You don't get to decide what other people are fulfilled by.
Okay, I am making my claim here that women are infinitely more fulfilled in the household and raising children than they are taking that 9 to 5 job.
But you have no evidence of that. In fact,
we do got evidence of that. You telling me people don't like to be around people at all, especially when it comes to women. You're not going to tell me that women just want to just be in the house by themselves 24/7 and don't talk to anybody. Like, come on now. Like I keep telling you, I don't know what's going to happen with the world. As far as there's no way that women can be around not having kids at all. Like, I mean, what is going to happen with the world? You got to have kids to keep it moving. And think about it. The advocating for corporate coochie looks like real talk. Like, think about, like, why are we so mad? Why are we so angry when a woman says she want to make a sandwich, she want to have kids? Like, why is that disgusting to women? I'm using the word disgusting because the way that they make it sound, they make it seem like it is a tragedy for you to want something like that. Like, why? Like, what's wrong with that? You telling me that the women now, the women that I know, the women I see, even on social media, I'm seeing them sitting in their cars on lunch break crying. They are in the car crying, okay? The car looking at them like, I'm looking at it. They are bawling. You got 30, 40-year-old women sitting there, they mad. Because now they didn't want down the road. It's a dead end now. It's a dead end. And then you want us as other women to lie to other women and say, you know, keep thinking that. Keep on thinking that you can meet you somebody that makes $250,000. Keep on thinking that he gonna be 6'5". Keep on thinking he gonna take care of you and your kids. That's not true. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it right here, ladies. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. But the young girls, the girls that are young, don't make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake. Like, I promise you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I don't know what Rick James got going on over here. I don't know why she's so mad. And she's always snappy and mad on every podcast. It don't matter what podcast she's on. Like, what is going on with all the attitude? And you wonder why nobody's walking up to you. This would be the one that'd be like, I don't know why men don't walk up to me.
You are evidence against your own claim.
I'm not evidence against my own claim.
You are.
I'm saying
You're
that
here at work right now.
I've literally said, I am telling you, women cannot have it all. That is an illusion, and that is an illusion that is stressing women out. Actually, what's quite ironic about the feminist movement is that
I think women are just trying to be people.
I think women have been taught that being a woman is not enough and that you have to also aspire to be a man. And that's the irony. It's like a psychological conditioning. What feminists went out and did and said is that in order for women to have value, women need to be like men. And I'm saying that actually women and men are biologically different. There are differences in our behavior. There are differences in our desires. And I think evidence of the feminist movement, by the way, shows us that, because even when women enter into the college education space, the pathways of career that we choose are different from men because we're biologically different, right?
Okay, the society that you're pitching is not sustainable economically.
It was sustained economically.
But it's not right now.
Pause. Naima, turn to your seat.
And the crazy thing is, she's talking about it's not sustainable. What is supposed to be sustainable now? Like, make it make sense. So now we got women out here making $22 an hour. You got a couple kids, rent, everything going up. There ain't nothing that's going down right now. So what is your solution? Like, what is your solution? Y'all want to talk about the 1950s? Like, I think one of them even told Candace, maybe you should go back to the 1950s. Like, that wasn't an insult to her. She doesn't feel like that was an insult to her. Like, where do women feel like they are better off dancing in the camera? She's like dancing off of She's a Fairy. Is that what we're doing right now? Like, what is going on? And every woman say, I got the freedom. I want to do whatever I want to do. What is it that y'all want to do so bad? Like, I'm trying to understand when I keep hearing women saying the freedom. Where is the freedom at? And everybody talk about so much of a patriarchy. Like, as women, like, we vote. Most of the women that's in this world right now have been able to vote. I don't know nobody that's old enough to where they was like, I couldn't vote. Like, right now, everybody can vote. What is your next move? What is your next move? So when I always hear women say they didn't have a bank account, most of these women, a lot of these women ain't gonna have a bank account. They're gonna about to be getting closed from financial debt. The debt is gonna close your bank account. Like, real talk. Like, it's wild to me. Like, where are y'all coming up with all these rainbow ideas? Like, it's not making sense at all. Zero. Let me see. Skinny said, in the 1950s, Black women were prevailing Tesla, Oklahoma, Little Rock, Arkansas, so say Escala, Florida, Harlem, New York. I'm telling you, like, I don't think people realize it. When people were saying we were better off in the 1950s, I understand what they were saying to a certain extent, especially when it came to family. You know what I mean? A lot of family don't even talk to each other. They don't even communicate with each other. At least back then, you know, people were talking to each other. People were going to people's houses. They were cooking. People actually cooked. People actually had pans that they had to season. And it wasn't them non-stick joints that these new girls be having. Not those. Not those. Not those them non-stick joints. Think about it. Back in the day, your grandma, aunties, they seasoned their pan. They actually knew how to cook. Actually, go look. I want y'all to look in a cart of a woman's cart when y'all grocery shopping. Just look at her cart. I promise you, it'll tell you everything you need to know about her. Just look at her cart. look. The cart will shock you. That's all I got to say. It'll shock you. So I just don't understand, like, where is the vision at? Like, what do they think that we're supposed to do? Like, women have raised their women, have raised their girls to be their own men with shields and everything. Like, what is that supposed to, like, what man want to date a woman that's trying to be just like them? Like Frank said, most families can't stand each other these days. But you know why they can't stand each other? Families cannot stand each other nowadays because the matriarchy, the person at the top, with all the gossip, telling everybody's business in the family, talking trash. Like, they're not going to be close. They're not going to be close. at all. Where's the leadership from? The men are removed from the families. A lot of them. Look at all the divorce parties. All you see is people are getting divorced now, going on TikTok and actually going on there like, I'm getting divorced today. I'm about to serve my husband's divorce papers. Kamala Harris could cook greens. Oh yeah, she put them greens in the bath. That's how she lost. She put them greens in the bathtub. When she put them greens in the bathtub, she lost a lot of black women when she did that. She put them greens in the bathtub. It was over. It was over. And I'm gonna tell you that thing. People put them in the bathtub. They put them in a washing machine. Are you not lying about that? You are not lying about that. Blasphemous. Like divorce. I'm not going to nobody's divorce party. I'm not going to nobody's divorce party. That's not happening. I am not going to your divorce party. Yeah, I mean, and think about it. Like, and I would tell women this: if we pounce on the men, who's the leadership? Ladies, if the men are not there to lead us, if they're not there to protect us, like what do you think is gonna happen to us? What's gonna happen to us? Like, we need the men. We need the men. You're not a man. I don't care how studdish you are. I don't care how butcher you are. You are a woman, okay? At the end of the day. Skinny said the women today have a gender reveal without the I mean I can count on my hands how many times I've seen a father at a gender reveal. And they're more in love with the aesthetics of the gender reveal. They're more in love with the party. They're more in love with the party. Do you notice now women are having birthdays on the party buses and they're doing as if they were getting married? Like, like they're in white, all their friends are in pink or red. Like that's what you do at bachelorette parties. The birthdays are taking over the bachelorette parties. Women just want to party. They just want to party. It don't matter what they partying about. They want to party. I'm not going to nobody's divorce party. I'm not doing that. That little cake with the man's head. Like, how does that help? That's not helping us. That's not helping us. That's not at all. And to see all the TikToks with all the rhetoric about all the feminine stuff, like it's just like y'all don't know what y'all talking about, and y'all acting like y'all don't see what's out here. Y'all acting like y'all don't see it. I know y'all see what's going on out here. Skinny said the worst part about it is a black woman dismissed their men, but no other race of men are coming to save them. And you are not lying. You are not lying. Just because Ryan wants to date you, ladies, it does not mean he wants to be with you. It does not mean that. I always tell everybody that most men wanna, they will. That don't mean they want to be with you. Most of them wanna. That don't mean they want to be with you. Like, serious, like think about that. It's delusional. And you hear if y'all seen the rants where the black women are like, go get you a white man, get you that man. Just because you get that white man does not mean he gonna take you home. He'll take you to the room. He might even take you on a trip. He's not taking you home. He's not taking you home. I'm telling you, not taking you home. Especially if he's prominent. Most of them won't take you home. I'm not saying that they won't date you. I'm not saying none of them are marrying any of them. But when it comes to the quote unquote the high value men, they're pretty loyal to their own race. When it comes to them making a lot of money, they are. They are. Call it, those are facts. So when I heard women say, I seen a woman today on TikTok say, she said she cannot stand when she sees a black man with a white woman. She's like, it burns. It's like, it just makes me mad. She's like, well, when I see a black woman with a white woman, with a white man, she's like, I smile. Because you're selfish. How you can't stand something on one side, but on the other side, it makes you smile? That don't even make sense. Make that make sense. What do you mean that you smile? And think about it. The nerve of you even to say that. If the black men don't want a lot of the black ladies, y'all cooked. Y'all are cooked. Cooked. Kenny said, I still haven't given up on black women yet. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, we shouldn't. If we ain't got each other's back, who do you think got your back? Like, I mean, we can't keep moving off of fear and hate. Like, that ain't what it is. I believe people should be with whoever you should be where you wanted at. Wherever that you're wanted at, wherever you're celebrated at, go there. I'm a firm believer in that. Go where you are celebrated at. Like, I am so serious. Like, you ain't got to sit around some people that you don't want to be around. And even as black men, a lot of people don't realize a lot of the abusers from black men. So I understand why some of them don't rock with us, you know. But don't nobody want to talk about that though. You know, nobody want to talk about the allegations that be your Aunt Brenda, Sister Maria in the church. Those ain't just because they women don't mean they good. Who do y'all think commits a lot of the things that go on behind closed doors? It ain't always your uncles. It ain't always your Uncle Frank. Sometimes it's your Aunt Betty. Look at them teachers. Them teachers, but it's still treated differently though. It's treated differently. It's treated differently. When a man does something wrong, it is blasted all over social media. But how many women are doing boys wrong, men wrong, all day long? You know, I know a lot of social workers. You know, a lot of the social workers just told me a lot of the kids they can't place with their sisters and their aunties, and they couldn't figure out why they could not place the kids with the women in their family. You know why? Can't say it on here, but and people don't even look at women like that. Like, come on now. Women are some of the biggest attackers, and they get away with it so easily. They just like the priests. They are, but nobody talks about that. So people don't realize sometimes a lot of black men they don't like black women sometimes because that's their abuser. So I get it. I truly get it. So before I judge somebody, I always try to look to see what's going on with them first. But nobody talks about that, you know. Women get away with that all day long. Only people they looking at is men. That's like with the Diddy case. You know, he about to walk. I always said I didn't understand the charges that he had against him. As far as, of course, was he freaky? Yeah, he's freaky. Does he do a lot of crazy stuff? Yep, sure does. But I didn't understand how they had the RICO charge against him. I've never understood, and I'm talking about law wise. I didn't understand how they was going to make that stick. Oh man, teachers, man. If I was to do I might do a video just on all the women that abuse male children, and not even that way, even just being physical with them. Like, you got to think, if your woman in your life, your sister, your auntie, or whoever you got, they talk crazy to you, they talk down to you, why would you go look for somebody that looks like them? Like, wouldn't you stay far away from somebody that look like that? I'm a black woman. I can understand that. I can understand that. I really honestly could. Like, yeah, women abuse men too. And not even just in childhood. I mean, look at the women, they're scratching the men, they're fighting them, they're doing all kind of stuff. Look at that Haley Bailey thing. She got them crazy eyes. I'm not seeing them crazy eyes. I knew she was off. Yeah, I knew she was off. Yes, they do. So Diddy got hit with a RICO. How can he get hit with a RICO with no conspiracy? I said the same. I was like, where are they getting who are the co-conspirators? Like what is going, like, how? I'll tell you what's about to be funny this week. It's gonna be funny how all the stars that probably gonna need him gonna start coming out. They're gonna be making little TikToks and making videos. Oh yeah, she got them eyes that are 4 miles apart. She look crazy. Like, it's about to be a mess. Even when Haley Bailey is on there and she's on there talking about, because I'm an Aries, I'm crazy. Like, she's like, you know how it is when I'm Aries. Baby, them women with them rocks and them astrological signs. Yeah, Diddy still is not free, but I truly believe, for real, I could see even say they do give him some charges. I believe he already served time served. I mean, he been in there. What's it been, a year? Has he been there for a year? A year or two? I can't remember. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I was doing a little bit of some gossip stuff. And when I was going down, even him, like his school he went to. Like, I mean, there's like 4 priests that was convicted of the what the hell, and they just transferred them to another school. And you know, down there in New York, you go to the same school from like preschool all the way up to high school. Ain't no telling what happened to that man while he was in there. I can definitely see him. But I know the lawyers did ask for him to be free though. The lawyers asked, they was like, they did ask, they was like, they want him out. It says she gets a shoot the movie. Okay, Skinny, this is what I want to know. Skinny says that Halle Bailey gets to shoot a movie across seas with that's what I'm saying though. It ain't no fair. It's not fair. How women always say it ain't fair. Look, life ain't fair. But DDG has parental alienation for wanting to be a father. Man, when I tell you I'm about to make so many videos about how these girls are getting away with stuff like that, I'm gonna have a whole series on fathers' rights. When I tell you I'm gonna do a whole series, because that's like, who are you? And this is where it gets confusing when women say, well, it's the patriarchy and all that. I can't tell. It looks like to me, when a woman says something, I feel like it fills the room. If she says that you Me Too'd her, it fills the room. If she says that you did something to her, you lose your job. Just from the accusation. Look at that baseball player I was talking about. He lost a $60 million contract. $60 million. And you gonna tell me that the judge is gonna award him a measly, what was it, $300,000 that she don't even got? She don't even have that. She don't have $3 million. She don't have $300,000. I guarantee she don't. And you know, all she's gonna do is probably file bankruptcy. She's gonna file bankruptcy, and she not going to pay. This man had to go to Japan. Now he in Mexico. Neither of them places he want to be. He was $60 million man. I tell you what, if I was a celebrity and I was dating a woman, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have a little camera right on my shoulder like the police got. I promise you I will. I wouldn't. Everything we do is gonna be on camera. If you want to mess with me, it's going to be on camera. The camera right there. I'm not doing nothing without a camera. You got too much to lose. You got too much to lose. Oh yeah, exactly. And then you sitting there playing and then, you know, that's a common trait right there. When women want to control you, they'll say in a heartbeat, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna go off the cliff. Like you are nuts. And you know what's crazy? DDG could go find him somebody, he can go get married. She can go be with somebody. That's not the same thing. Not the same thing. Everybody want to hit. Everybody want to hit. I keep telling everybody that. Whoever that person was on that boat, he don't mind being on the boat. We know that y'all ordered the cameras to be there. Y'all not that famous. Y'all not that famous. I always think when like something like that, who called them cameras in? Who called the cameras in? Y'all on a, where were they at? Were they in Monaco? Where like paparazzi just happened to just be sitting there? That's not how that works. Even with Diana, when Diana, the Princess Diana, when they had all them cameras there, when she was on that water, the guy's dad, where's they from? Who was they from? I can't think of his name, but he was the one that called our reporters and stuff for that. That was the reason why, she was deleted, because he always called the paparazzi because he wanted his son to be famous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like, no. I always think about that when I see any celebrity that's on social media and the cameras just happen to be there. It's like, no, you have to get the cameras to be there, first of all. Skinny said, I still blame DDG for getting her pregnant. Oh, definitely. He's not innocent at all, right? But the thing is, though, he don't know. I mean, his mom, she probably his mom. I say men date their moms. Then men date their mothers. Women date their fathers a lot of times too. So, I mean, think about it. People don't realize. People talking about they don't want to get married. Y'all better stop having kids with folks that y'all don't want to be with. That's forever. And she gonna make it hard. She gonna make it hard for him. You can tell it's just in her. She already went on there and said that he did something to her tooth, and then pictures came out showed that you already had that little jack-o'-lantern snagger-tooth thing that you had before then. That had nothing to do with this man. And do you see how everybody jumped on him? Everybody jumped on that man. But that's what we do. We jump on the men. Exactly. I'm telling you, that's exactly what we do. A lot of women, they had them kids. I'm gonna tell you, for sure sign of a woman you dating. She got a kid. Let's just say you are dating a woman, but she always says my child, like she is controlling. That is a controlling person. That is. I'm telling you, it is. She demonetized him for having the child on camera. But you see why though? Because she thinks it's only her child. When you dealing with somebody like that, and they're very, very selfish. When they that selfish, everything that they do, it's whatever they want to do. They don't care. Like, and think about it. Her mom and them before her, that's how they raised her. They raised a lot of women to think that's your child. That's your child. That's not. Look at what the girl just did off of Love and Hip Hop. The one that won there said we're homeless. Peter Gunn's baby's mom. She done moved her kids all across the country, and this man sends her thousands a month. So I'm guessing he might send her about $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And you done moved his kids across the country, and we know that. We know that old dude probably ain't gonna let you back in. It's controlling, but you don't realize you break down your kids. You break your kids down. You break your kids down. And these be the same women. They both are reckless. Both of them are reckless. But even though he is reckless, you don't get to just take your children and just move to a whole nother country. You don't get to do that. You do, but I mean, your kids, like, ain't nobody rushing to try to be your kid's parent. Your kid's parent. What man is looking? She got like what 3 kids, right? I think I seen 3 kids laid up with her, looking like she was in like a Scooby-Doo van. If I wasn't, I'm pretty sure it's like she was in Scooby-Doo van, laying there for the attention. She probably wanted the attention. All they be wanting is the attention. Even though he dusty, you said it, I didn't. She picked him. You picked him. So dusty or not, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, that fame. Who would get pregnant by a man named Peter Gunn? Look, okay. Look, I'm telling you. And think about it. These women don't understand. You go on these shows, and then you don't have no plan. There's no plan. You go on these shows, you get famous, there's no plan. No plan. At some point, you gotta be like, okay, let me redirect this somewhere else, right? You have to. If not, what are you gonna do? That's like me. I have 2 TikTok pages. My other TikTok page is bigger, but that format of that page, there's nothing I can do with that. You see what I'm saying? And I know I have a voice for other things, so that's why I started my Red Talk Anna page, even though my other page on TikTok is way bigger. And you can't be jealous of them having another woman. Like, hey, people gonna date. When you break up with somebody, that's what happens. You date other people. I'm telling you, men, keep a ring camera in your house when your baby's mom, your ex-wife come bring the kids. I done seen the most craziest videos where when the woman drop off the kids, I mean, she turns into Hulk Hogan. I don't know what that's about. Like, but it's just like, but like they said, they want it all. You can't have it all. Even when women badmouth their kids' dad on either side, it shouldn't be badmouth from a man or a woman. But you badmouth their dad. Like, how do you think the kids are gonna feel about their father if you're talking like that? That ain't helpful. That ain't helpful to nobody. So, shout out to people that keep ring cameras in their car and on their doors. Think about it. People gotta have meeting spots now to go get your kid. You know it's sad when you gotta go to a meeting spot to go pick up your child. And you're seeing that more often. Like, how are those kids gonna be? How are those kids gonna grow up? They already, the their iPad is their other parent anyway. Like they're it is. It is nug and hip hop. You ain't lying. People don't realize that everything that you do, your digital footprint, like all that, like it don't go nowhere. We get to see it. We get to see it. So women on there making videos and on there just talking crazy. The iPad is the new parent. It really is. Do y'all not know they say a kid should not have an iPad before the age of 5? They said because the lights and everything that goes on while they're staring at that pad, they say it makes their brain like just, like it shakes it up. Look, parents, you not lying. And look, do y'all see the videos where if a baby has a phone? I mean, I'm talking, they go crazy if you try to take the phone away from the kid. They lose their mind. They lose their mind. It don't matter. I done seen kids that I don't even know, and they would ask for my phone. They'd be like, "Can I get your phone?" I'm like, "Who are you?" Like, but this is how crazy we have became. Even when it comes to even the people being outside, like everybody's just in their phone. Like nobody's paying attention. Nobody has no type of communication with each other. So what are your kids gonna do? Like, what are your kids gonna do? Like, I mean, like, what is it? So why they fighting for equality and being feminists? Like, it's so many things that we can have our eye on right now. And it ain't that. It's not that. Exactly. Well, there was no social media. We was outside. That's why we're healthier a lot of times. People are healthier that grew up in the 90s and stuff like that. These women are 22 and 400 pounds. Even the kids. You know how many 5-year-olds I see that are like 130 pounds? And you should get in trouble for that. You should get in trouble for your kid because you're starting them on a path that's going to be hard. It is. It's gonna be hard for them. But our parents, they cooked. They don't cook no more. Everything is DoorDash. Everything is DoorDash. They done hooked up what is it, Affirm and all those pay later payments. Which is like, why do y'all have to pay later on DoorDash? Like, why y'all like do y'all not understand that them people are coming for their money? They are coming for their money. It says if you go outside, you stay inside, watch soap operas. Exactly. Don't nobody want to watch that. Nobody wanted to, but you wanted to go outside. But think about it though. You had some type of leadership. You don't have leadership no more. The moms want you to go outside. They don't want to be bothered with you because they want to sit on TikTok and play all day. They want to sit on Instagram and play all day. So what is going to happen with those kids? What's going on with those kids? Think about it. We actually called family members. We called and checked on aunties and grandmas and different things like that. Not no more. They don't do that no more. They don't even talk to each other. You know what kids do when they go in their house? They go to their room and they get on the game. They get on that game and they play the video games all day long, which is probably going to be a pipeline to some type of addiction. Like anybody that you sit in a room all day long and play. Think about it. There's people that let their kids sit and eat in their room too. They don't have to come out the room. Even when I see kids and they have their headphones on, they're in a car with the parents. Y'all at the table with the headphones on. Like, why? Look, Kenny said, I have 190 scars. Exactly. You got scars on your leg, right? These kids ain't gonna have no scars on their leg. They ain't gonna have no scars on their leg. They're not. They don't go outside. They don't ride bikes. They don't do anything. Like, they're not, like, it's wild to me. A lot of ladies, you can't even see their collarbone. You can't. You cannot see like, and it's so wild to me when I go to barbecues or I go somewhere and they go, "You so small." It's not that I'm so small. It's just that everybody is so big. As far as the women, like they're just way bigger, and they don't care. They don't care. We have gotten to a stage in life where the women, they don't care. They don't. This is why you see bonnets and Crocs and pajamas on a regular. On a regular, like it's nothing to see that. They will text each other while they're in the house. That is so true, Frank. They will. What I just say? Laziness, lazy. Like when did we get that lazy? And when Felicia Rashad said something about it, look, everybody ran to TikTok and went crazy on her about it. Like they did. They ran to TikTok and let that woman have it. You know it's bad when elders can't say anything about somebody that is younger than them. If your elder can't say anything about anything that you're doing, who can? Men can't. You don't let the men say nothing. You don't like the men's leadership. So your mom doesn't have leadership. Who has leadership over the women right now? Skinny said we replenish on water. On water. You ain't lying. You ain't. I haven't even seen a kid pick up a water hose. I don't even think they would even know how to hook it up. I'm telling you, they wouldn't. They would not know how to hook it up. I don't think they would. When I tell you, you know what the new phrase is? I don't know if y'all heard it before. Have y'all heard the new phrase right now? And normally I heard people say this when the kid has like autism or something like that, but no, now the kids are like, whenever they're having a problem, and I'll say the millenniums and right up under them too, they're like, I'm stimming right now. I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah, so whenever they have a problem, you hear them say that I'm stimming. I'll be like, who is making up these words? Who making up these words? I tell you what, winter gonna be cold. Winter gonna be cold. It's gonna be long. And all these women out here trying to have all this freedom. That's what they call it, freedom. What you gonna do when all these bills are due? All these student loans are about to be due. You know that they're garnishing checks already? You know that they're garnishing women's checks right now? I'm talking about clearing out accounts. Sweeping them up like the janitor inside of Kroger's or Piggly Wiggly's. They are cleaning the accounts out. And I don't think they realize, like, so when where's your safety at? Where's your safety at? Like, I'm telling you, where is it at? It says school is social media for kids today. It is, and it's actually sad. It really is sad. Oh yeah, he is. He definitely is the equalizer, and he ain't playing. And I know people. I know of people who've been living in the projects for years, and they have no plans on moving. Like they have no plans, no plans, no plans. They're sitting there and they're chilling. So when he say them 2 years, you got 2 years. What you gonna do with them 2 years? And I don't want to hear about everybody being an entrepreneur, okay? Because I'm telling you, that is not for the weak, okay? That is not for the weak. And everybody want to say, oh, they got to be an entrepreneur. I want to be what? And then you ask them what you gonna do. They don't have no plan when they say they want to be an entrepreneur. Where is that? I tell you what, when that fire get up under your feet, and it's coming. It's coming. I don't think people realize all the jobs that are going to be lost, even the Medicaid and stuff like that. You got to think all them health aides. You know, a lot of the girls health aides. Where are they going to work at? If that gets cut, what do you think is going to happen to them jobs? So I'm trying to tell my ladies, y'all got to do something else. You got to move another direction. You have to. You got you got to move another direction. Like Frank D said, I see so many kids on the corner smoking during school hours. What are they smoking? Them little what's some little boxes called? Look like they smoking beepers. What's them little things called? They said to be frying your lungs. Like how you go from cigarettes to that? Like who was the person that was like, you know what? Like they say that's worse. Let me tell you something. All them independent women, everybody that's independent and when I tell you, I don't think they understand the pressure that is about to come on top of your head next month. And we live in a society now where even me, I was telling people to look at becoming electricians, plumbers, HVACs. I was saying that a year and a half, 2 years ago. Been saying that. And everybody was like, I don't want to do that. I've had a couple girls like plumber, like, do you not know how much a plumber? Try to call a plumber right now. You can't find plumbers like that. Plumbers are going to have their way when it comes to doing different things. Exactly. See what I'm saying, Skinny? But that's the thing, though. Like, Skinny, you probably know how to do stuff. You know how to move around things. You know how to change light bulbs. We live in a society where people don't even know how to cut grass. They don't know how to cut grass. They don't know, like, exactly. And everybody in society has to be valuable some kind of way. We're living in a society where people feel like they don't have to be, all they got to do is be cute. Cute ain't going to get it. I need you to be something more than cute. I mean, I need you to be something more than cute. But I'm telling you, Skinny, when I tell you, I had a lady not too long ago tell me that her daughter toilet, the top of the daughter's toilet broke, right? She didn't want to have her husband change it because she wanted to see if her boyfriend can change it. And she waited for about a month and she was like, why didn't you change it? And he was like, I don't know how to change it. And he didn't know how to change it. And that's when it gets sad. Tell you what, if somebody want to open up a channel, this would be a good thing to open. Open up a channel about teaching boys that don't have fathers to teach them things like that. That is the best channel you can open up right now. There's a guy that he did one, like he was teaching me how to tie. I don't think people realize the essentials is so needed right now. Like they're so needed. Like they're needed. They don't know how to do that. Boys, I'm telling you, they don't know how to put stuff together. They don't like. When did we lose that? When did we lose that? We lost that somewhere. We lost that somewhere. You said I need a cute boss babe to pick my watermelon. And think about it. And watermelon made Black people a lot of money. While people made fun of your watermelons, no, baby, that was where the money was at. You know how rich farmers was, especially back then. Like that made money back then. That made money. So when people make fun, it's always say smoke and mirrors. People make fun of chicken and watermelon. No, they made fun of it because they were jealous because them farmers was making all that money with that watermelon. I'm telling you, like, serious. Look, Dr. Umar, you ain't lying, has a school for Black boys. You said King Rando has a school for Black boys. Where's the school at? I haven't seen it. Oh, Dr. Umar just like to talk. Dr. Umar just be on here just rattling his mouth. I always look and I always think to myself, somebody can show the representative only so long, okay? Like he didn't show the representative and it's burnt out now. Yeah, Black farmers, but I will say this: I see a lot of farmers complaining right now. I don't see a lot of Black farmers complaining. I don't see it. Oh, it's in Georgia. Okay, that 2% of the population. Wow. Think about that. Even gardens, even if you didn't farm, like you had a garden, like you knew how to take care of plants or something. Like we live in a society where like people they can't even stand plants. Women be like, I hate plants. And they say it with no problem. Like we gotta get back. We gotta get back to it, guys. We gotta get back to it some kind of way. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up King. I'm gonna have to look up King Randall. I'm definitely gonna have to look up King Randall and see who that is. Look, thank you for your service, Kenny. We need more Black farmers. We definitely do. We need that. We need that. It says, hey Ryan, how you doing, baby? Look, like real talk. It says Ryan James says Black farmers suing everybody for selling them bad seeds. Oh, they sold them bad seeds. Okay, I haven't seen that yet. I seen that some scientists came over here and they were supposed to put something, they're trying to, tear up our crops. I did see that. Oh, I definitely seen Queen of Sugar. Yes. I love that show. I definitely seen that. You have 30 trees in your garden. Wow. 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 That's and I can see that. You know, shoot. I can see them doing all kind of stuff. So they sold them bad seeds. What states they sell the bad seeds in? So what all crops like one bad? They sold them the bad crops. That's sad. And look how they buying up a lot of farmland. A lot of China's bought up a lot of the farmland. People don't realize that that's going to tear our real estate up, especially when they sell it for a price that ain't supposed to be that price. Low key, that's coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like that is coming. Like that is coming. Skinny said China owns over 80% of our farmland. Wow. 80%. 80%. And see, and this might be some of the stuff that old dude was talking about. This might be what he was talking about. He probably really see this and was like, hold up, y'all can't own all this stuff over here. No, something has to change. Like, I mean, make that make sense. Why are they owning that much farmland? They should never own that much farmland. Like, why? How do people realize? I know the Nepali people, like the Indian people, like when I tell you I see them, they're buying up everything. They buying up anything that's anything that's screwed to the ground, they buying it. I promise you they are. See, Ryan says Memphis, for example, they claim they were sold fake seeds. Wow, I'm going to look that up. Wow, and I can believe that though. You got to think. Everything has a deeper rooted issue. Everything, and this is what I be talking about. Like there's so many other things that as women we could be even be talking about instead of trying to be hardcore feminists with an attitude. Like I don't get that. I don't. That's not helping us out. It's not making us better. Like I don't get it. Like I don't. They're raising these kids. They're making the boys feminine. You're trying to make the girls hard. Like it. At the end of the day, you are still a female. You are still you're not a male. Like you gonna be tired. Look at the lady they said at work, and she wanted to work, and she took a nap. She never woke up. Like imagine that. You like we're fighting so hard not to bond with each other, and for what? Like I told y'all last time, I've never seen a Brinks truck follow a hearse yet, ever. Like ever. I haven't. Like it's yeah, it's kind of messed up. Says Ryan James says, check out the book, The Black Tax. Okay, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at that. Skinny live in Florida. Bill Gates own 90%. Oh yes, and was that him that just bought some more farmland? Like I think he bought some more farmland like recently. Like he's bought a whole bunch of farmland. If I'm not mistaken, like a lot. And this is so why people over there dancing off of the fairy song and dancing Lululemon, this type of stuff is going on right here. This is the real things that's going on in our society. And it's sad. You got to get in front of it. And being a boss chick ain't helping. Like it's not helping. It's not helping at all. It's like, come on now. We got to represent a little bit better than this. We definitely got to. Like this is weird to me. Like when did it turn bad to be in a relationship? When did it turn bad to be a mom? Like you're not as women. I mean, come on. We gotta do better. We have to. If not, this is what happens. We get 90% of our farmland bought up right up under our nose. So a lot of people they don't like Trump, but hey, some stuff Trump do. I understand his mission on a lot of things. I do. You got to look past your feelings sometimes when you're dealing with different things like this. You promise you do. Do y'all know that there is a school? I'm going to look it up. Y'all can look up this article. There's a school where the kids say that they are cats and they have litter boxes and stuff in the schools. I promise you. This is not hearsay. They said they feel like they are cats. It says Bill Gates grows over 80% of land. He owns most of our McDonald's fries. Yeah, but that makes That's probably why people are so large, extra large. Like that's wild. Like, yeah, like that's. I don't understand why people still eat McDonald's. Like that's one place I'm not. You ain't never gonna see me with no McDonald's bag. Like it's too many places you pass before you probably get to McDonald's. And all the kids, like I'm just like, all the 10-year-olds, y'all rushing them into knee surgery. Y'all rushing the kids into knee surgery. I promise you, y'all are. Like, don't nobody cook no more. Like that's why I cook every day. There's not a day I don't cook. There's not a day I don't cook. I cook something every day. Like I have to. I wouldn't even feel good. I don't feel good just going through drive-throughs 24/7. Like there's like, I mean, and you're sending off your kids like that. Even women, even men who are bigger now, they got bigger as they got older. Most of them didn't grow up being bigger. If you grew up in the 90s or the 2000s, you wasn't a really big child because your parents cooked. You know what I mean? You ate food. Now, you know what? There's a debate. I'm gonna find it tonight. There was a debate. I know MTR just did it, where it was like the Jubilee, and it was like the girls who was trying to be healthy and the girls who were just really big, and just the excuses they had was like, it was wild. Like there's no way, like everybody, we are accountable for our own actions. You're not going to tell me that you don't know why you're gaining weight at all. Like we all have a reason why things are happening to us. Like real talk. Like there's no way. And if I'll tell you right now, if you have invented the way for people to gain weight without eating nothing, you are going to be richer than Bill Gates. And I don't think that you have done that yet, because it's a lie. It's a lie. There's no way. Everybody, you know what I mean? Got to take accountability for things that we're doing. Is it McDevil makes me depressed? Can't eat anymore. And people don't realize, even when it comes to AP, a lot of the kids have ADHD, all the autisms, like it's our food. You wouldn't believe how many people don't even drink water. We live in a society where women don't drink water. I've offered women water and they've already had water for the day. Like what? I am not lying. All right, guys, do me a favor before y'all get up out of here. Please like this live and please leave me a comment under this live if you can. It's been real. I gotta go get on some content. I'll be back. I know I'm always on here every Wednesday about 9 o'clock. So please join me again. Set your bell. Y'all know where I'll be at, and sometimes I'll pop up. But I'll normally post and let y'all know when I'm coming on, but every Wednesday for sure. But I'm gonna start coming on here a little bit more and more. It's been real, guys. Thank you.